Welcome back to the Ardent Factory Salon Spa Talk Radio, hosted by myself, Tina Chestnut, Salon Spa Consultant. All right, so today's Salon Spa owners, I'm going to talk about employment. We're going to talk about where you get your employees from, and we're going to talk about the two different types of employees and team members, right? Sometimes we're caught between, should we hire a newbie or should we hire someone that's more experienced, right? So I'm going to just run down a few pros and cons about each of them. All right. So I have a few notes here. So sometimes if you see me looking down, I'm just running down my bullet points that I have for you. Okay. So let's talk about the newbie. Let's talk about the person that is right out of school. Okay, one of the cons, of course, let's just get that out the way, because I know what you're thinking, right? You're thinking, oh, they don't have any experience, right? Their school did not prepare them, right? You're thinking they're going to slow us down, right? But some of the awesome things about your actual newbie is going to be that you could groom them. You have a much higher chance of retaining them because they are eager. They are eager for the information. They're eager for the experience. They're eager to see how the information that they learned in school translate into the real spa industry, right? So that's something that is going to be a plus for you. Also, we talked about the tenure, right? They're more likely to stick around with you if you onboard them well, if you train and you educate them well, and if they see value in what it is that you bring. And if they could see in their mind's eye, if they could see how you can collaborate with them in order to reach their goals. So those you definitely have to put more energy into, because you have to build them as a professional. All right. So let's talk about the experienced, the pros and cons of hiring an experienced person. I'm sorry, let's go back just 1 second. The last video I made, I'm not sure if it's the last one, but one of the videos I made, right? I talked about the downtime, and I talked about some of the things that you can do in your downtime. And one of the things that I told you that you could do was networking. And one of the networking strategies was networking with other businesses and networking with schools, doing school presentations and things like that. If you're active in these schools, if you have a genuine relationship with these schools, you'll be able to vet these newbies a lot better. You'll be able to have a relationship with the alumni director or the educational director that'll help you identify those alumni that will be best for your specific brand. So that's why that networking is very, very important. One of the other things that you can do is being a part of that school network. You can be able to kind of guide the school in what's going on in real-time salon industry. Right? Because of course they're preparing them to check the box on stay board. Sorry, schools. Of course they're preparing them to go from point A to point B. And we know that point A to point B is not that simple when it comes to from schoolwork to in the salon and spa real world time. Right? So being a part of that will really, or at least having a representative for you there that can kind of guide that process will help you out a lot better. Experience. So let's talk about the experience tech, right? Some of the awesome things, I'm going to talk about the obvious things that are probably at the top of your list right now, right? You're thinking, oh, they experience, I don't have to train them. You do. You're thinking, oh, they have so much clientele, I don't have to do a lot of marketing for them. You do. You still do. Okay. So those are the top things, is that they already have the experience. You don't have to put as much energy into them because they have probably a lot more etiquette. They know how to move around the client space. They know how to, hopefully they know how to suggest retail for you, that passive income. So that's good for that. But one of the cons to experienced workers are the resistance, right? Because they've been it for however long, and that's how they've been doing it since they started. So that could be a lot of resistance and friction, trying to break a mold, trying to break bad habits, trying to break, bad client talk, or whatever it is that they have going on, that maybe you just needed the income, so you hired them because they have a clientele, but the morale level may be down, and maybe the actual service value is good for their clientele, which keeps their clientele high, but could also devalue your brand and what your standards are and how you would like to run your business. So that's definitely a con for them, for you, for hiring experienced workers. Another con for hiring experienced workers sometimes is that they're self-branded, right? They don't care about being a part of a team. Some people do. So I'm not saying everybody does, so please don't fill up my comments with no nonsense. But a lot of the times they are there to build their self, right? And not actually your brand. And they are also sometimes not as team oriented as you would probably want them to be as well. So that could be a con for you too. And again, you would have to actually put even more energy into that aspect, just as you would as in a newbie, right? Because they have to be reset. They have to be cleansed. They have to be able to be now a team member of yours, right? One of the greatest cons to experienced workers, especially now in the new 2000-ish millennial type of world, right? These people expect 50%. I'm gonna tell you something, owners. I'm gonna look at you real good. You see me? Do not yield to 50%. You cannot work anywhere and get 50% of the owner's business. You will go bankrupt. You will not make it. When they go onto their own platforms, more than likely they won't make 50%. Don't give in to this, right? There's so many other things that you can do, and I'm going to do a video on this next time. There's so many other things that you can do to gain credible employees than dishing out 50% and then losing your own livelihood, the very thing that you went to into business to build a legacy, that you went into business to support your family. Don't fall into the, I got to give somebody 50%. All right. So that is the gist of hiring pros versus newbies. Those are the pros and cons that you can expect. I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot more pros and cons to newbies and experience, but I just tried to put the highest of the priorities, which I know that is on everybody's mind, and try to provide some type of antidote for that. One of the things that always works for the both of them as an antidote is to be who you say you are, right? So when a team comes to you, when a potential candidate comes to you, be the company that you say you are, right? Follow your own standards, follow your own rules, provide them with training and do the things that you said that you were going to do, and they'll stick around a lot longer. Some really, really great ways that you can find employees is, we already talked about the school presentation, but also doing something on a platform, of course, like Indeed and things like that, right? But sometimes employees know good employees. You know how tight our industry is. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows someone who can do a facial in our industry, right? If you're in the industry, you know a great makeup artist, right? So ask your team and then help incentivize in order to get those people, right? hold a open house. One of the things I really used to like to do when I was a manager was hosting open houses at your salon or your spa. That's really fun, right? And showing them around your spa, just giving them an open presentation about what a day would be like, working with you, show them around, show them what your clients are saying, have them mix and mingle with your actual team to get real live, on hand, real time experience reviews and things like that. You can also put up a presentation for them, and I'm not talking about like a presentation like something on a video. I'm talking about a live action presentation for them. Something like if you're in the hair industry, right? I used to do a coloring technique for them, right? To show them, to like show off our coloring skills, to show off our coloring clientele, right? To show off the uniqueness of our spa. So hosting a event like that would be awesome. And for the spa client, hosting something like inside of your oasis room or your lounge room or something like that would be great as well. Extending the same client experience into these new potential candidates, to let them know why they want to be a part of your team, how you roll, how you do things, right? Those are some awesome ways that you can recruit. And also going to the places where they are, right? A lot of times, social media has so taken over our world, but let me tell you, the artists in this industry, we're very, very personable. We like to talk. We like personal interaction. So going to these spots and talking to them, right? Showing up at the fashion shows, right? Showing up at the makeup counter. Things like that makes it work every time. Showing up at the Salon and Spa conferences and conventional centers, right? So that's some ways that you can find employees, right? So thank you for hanging around with me, Tina Chestnut, Salon and Spa Consultant at the Ardent Factory, for another round of Salon and Spa Talk. Remember to drop some comments below to let me know how these things are working out for you. And if there's a topic that you would like to talk about, you can let me know. Remember, most importantly, to follow those links that lead you back to my home site to let you know what we do in depth. Schedule a 30-minute consultation with us so that we can see how we can help you enhance and grow your business. Thank you.